What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to talk to you about Nio. I want to go over some of the current data points, what's really moving it, and what shorts are doing. Before we get into any of that though, make sure to hit that thumbs up, and with that, let's get right to it. So Nio is down 3.87% pre-market, and a lot of that is because of geopolitical issues. So roughly around 11 p.m. We did have the States hit China with a additional tariff, so boosting it to 245%. So at this stage in the game, I think that it's only hurting the States, not necessarily China, because China's already openly come out and said that we're not pushing your product whatsoever. So I think in reality, this is just more of a fear tactic. The market's reacting accordingly. So again, it doesn't really matter so much the percentage wise, because yeah, China's already kind of looking for alternatives. But there was also this that did come out. So the US is looking like they want to ban the selling of H20 to China. So that's going to cause a big hit to Nvidia. That's going to obviously ripple through consumers and whatever else. So at the end of the day, this isn't all that great, but flip side, we also did have this come out this morning. So China signals willingness for trade talks if US shows respect. So this is rather interesting because like in a span of 12 hours, you have the States tacking on a additional tariff, which China said that they don't care about. You have Nvidia, that whole scenario, and now you have China willing to talk when they previously said they don't really care to negotiate or do anything like that. So I think at the end of the day, this is fairly optimistic, the fact that China is willing to talk now. So you never know, you might have a deal sooner rather than later, but nonetheless, because of these two things, so the tariff increase and Nvidia, that's causing just Chinese EVs and stocks to go down, as well as a lot of American tech stocks as well. So let me know your general thoughts on that in the comments below. Aside from that, looking at the recent data, we did have this come out late last night. So we did have GDP coming in better than anticipated, so 5.4 versus 5.2 the forecast. Industrial production better than anticipated, same for retail sales. So in theory, this type of data should really be moving Chinese stocks higher, but they're not. So it's just another one of those crappy scenarios of geopolitical things just suppressing it. One thing did come out, and so some new pictures right here of the L90. So this is going to be shown at the Shanghai Auto Show next week, and this was posted right over here. So Onvo's upcoming model L90 unveiled in Chinese regulatory filings. So this is going to be at that Shanghai Auto Show next week. So pretty good stuff. We'll have to wait and see, but so far Onvo is not really living up to the expectations as what I shared yesterday with the registration numbers. So again, it kind of sucks to focus so much on a weekly basis, the registration numbers, but it's what the market cares about. This morning, you are seeing shorts return, and it's not just with Nio, it's across the board. So you have like AMD, Nvidia, all of those stocks and those shorts are returning. So it goes to show, if you read between the lines, that all of this pullback is unjustified. So again, possibly a good opportunity to buy the dip or whatever else you want to float your boat, but shorts are returning 1.49 million shares. Nio is definitely heavily traded so far this morning during the pre-market. It is top 10 as of the time of doing this video. Just got there. So yeah, a lot of money is definitely paying attention to Nio today. 14.37% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 228.51 million shares. Shorts have been returning, kind of breaking their trend, as you can see. So the recent peak of 15.05 to where it is now, nothing overly crazy, but it does kind of signal a little bit more of a pullback. So maybe they see more upside possibly, but based on the actual options that was done yesterday, you see a consensus for it to be roughly around that $4 range. That's, again, the optimistic individuals. Then the bears are anticipating for it to be sub $3. So kind of polar opposites as far as that goes. With it at 347, it is trading between this S1 and this S2. So 310 is going to be a strong support. And when it was tested early last week, it held up like a champ. So I don't see that being touched whatsoever today, regardless of the circumstances. And then 356 is going to be that next strong target / resistance. And in my opinion, I think the market is going to react similar to shorts and actually buy the dip with Nio and many others. So 356 might be a key kind of point to really watch for. So just watch for that. Aside from all of that fun stuff, as long as it kind of holds that 352 range on this ALMA, that's going to be another key element. But for the most part, there's not really much positives to bring up. It bouncing off of these lows of that 310 general area did cause it to get rather overbought. So I think that's causing, again, some extra volatility today. But nonetheless, it needs to get back to the 4 like ASAP if you're going to see any sort of recovery. So Nio's just one of those very frustrating stocks at the end of the day. Like I said, very difficult to time the bottom, not just with Nio, but given just tariff updates you can spend numerous hours researching any stock, even Nvidia, and then a tariff comes out and it just flips all your DD on the side. So let me know your viewpoint. Are you buying Nio? Are you selling? Do you think that the States and China are going to come to some sort of resolution? And I think given everything, and with Friday being closed, the markets being closed, you might see a nice push higher on Thursday as people might become fairly optimistic on some, again, resolution from those two countries. So let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. One final thing, pop over to my Patreon and give buy signals on stocks, options, crypto, many of which have been absolutely on point. So definitely worthwhile to pop over there and take a look. With that said, appreciate all of you watching.